Welcome back to the Michigan Business Beat, brought to you on the Michigan Business Network. Chris Holman here, and we are at the Grand Hotel, and we're up here for the Detroit Regional Chamber of Commerce's annual policy conference. Right now, we've got Jack Elsey here. And Jack, it's good to have you back. How are you?
It's good to be here.
Good to see you. He is the founding partner and CEO of the Michigan Educator Workforce Initiative. Let everybody know what that is, Jack.
Yeah, we're a statewide nonprofit dedicated to transforming the educator workforce here in Michigan. We, in Michigan, as a lot of other states, have been facing a significant educator shortage for years. And we think part of the solution to that is not just bringing more folks into the profession as we're doing, but also innovating the profession to make it more attractive and retain the people we have now who are currently in classrooms every day.
Yeah. It's an interesting thing. I have an old saying, and we don't vest enough in teachers. And I've always said there's no one as overpaid as a bad teacher or as underpaid as a good one. And that's really true because when you go back in your life, you remember a teacher who influenced it.
We all do. I mean, we can all pinpoint the teachers who made a difference in our lives. And uh, it is true that the teaching profession as a career is starting to become shorter and shorter for a lot of
Yeah.
people. And so I think a lot of the teachers that end up impacting the most kids' lives stay for a long time. And we got to figure out a way to, to get more of those folks to
Well, and
stay.
I think I told you last year, I my first career, 10 years as an educator, and keep dipping back into it now and then. Innovation is taking us over. It's like coming exponentially at this age group. Tell me what's happening in your world with it.
Yeah, a couple of things that are on the front burner for us right now. When the governor announced pre-K for all, it instantly required that we need 4,000 more early childhood teachers almost overnight, which is an enormous number of teachers to bring to the table. And so that means we have to innovate how we're finding the next generation of early childhood teachers to get them into the workforce. So we have launched registered apprenticeships for early childhood teachers with bachelor's degree programs and certification. And we're right now we'll have about 150 or so early childhood teachers in the pipeline by this fall, all of whom are getting their bachelor's and their certification for free, and all of whom will do a registered apprenticeship so that they have a full year of firsthand experience on the ground with kids in an early childhood center,
Yeah.
learning the ropes so that when they become a teacher, they're better prepared and hopefully more successful and therefore stay longer.
What got you into this?
Well, I'm a former school systems leader myself. I've been a teacher in the classroom, and I'm a native Michigander, and I care deeply about my home state. And I think, like you, as a former educator, and lots of other folks out there, my experience taught me that if we keep doing the same thing and expecting different results, we might not be barking up the right tree, right? And so
Oh, yeah.
founding the Michigan Educator Workforce Initiative is one way of making sure that we're putting innovative programs in place in the state we all love the most.
Now you're a nonprofit.
Correct.
How are you funded?
We are funded primarily with state funding, but we also have private funding through foundations as well.
Okay, so you got a little bit of everything.
Mhm.
All right. What else is new? What's going on?
Well, one of the things that we're doing to retain the great teachers we have currently is kind of an old idea brought new to life. We have a partnership with Arizona State University, and they're working on what's called strategic staffing, or to put it plainly, team teaching. So
Mm.
rather than having one teacher for 30 kids, you could have five teachers for 150 kids and dynamically assign those kids to the teachers throughout the day based on their needs. So if you think about the average third grade classroom, somebody among those five teachers is the best reading teacher. Shouldn't they be teaching reading to everybody?
Right.
Right? Somebody's the best math
Right.
teacher. Shouldn't they be teaching math to everybody? And what we found is that teachers are far more likely to stay. They're happier in their jobs, and actually students are performing better too.
Wow, team teaching. Not a new
No,
concept, as you said. That's
well,
amazing.
yeah.
How come we had to go all the way to Arizona State to get someone involved?
Well, they just happen to have the people who are putting the most effort behind this work, but we've seeded this work in two districts, one in Detroit, one in Jackson County, Concord Public Schools,
Okay.
and we're expanding to five more districts this coming year. So coming to a theater near you.
Yeah, good, good. All right, so we need new teachers for the future. And we're trying to catch them at an earlier age to say, hey, here's the redeeming qualities. What do we do about paying good teachers what they're worth?
Yeah, well, there's a lot of good work going on, including our friends at Teach Michigan, who are trying to elevate teacher pay from a policy perspective. certainly our friends in the legislature, Senator Camilleri and others are working hard to make sure that we elevate teacher pay. It's a big issue that's being discussed right here at this conference, and I hope it continues being discussed, and I hope we see action soon.
Well, let's get there. We're building our future leaders, right?
That's right.
Jack Elsey, he's the founding partner and CEO of the Michigan Education Workforce Initiative. Keep up the good work.
Thanks, Chris.
We appreciate it.
Thank you.
You're watching the Michigan Business Beat on the Michigan Business Network. I'm Chris Holman. We'll be back with more from the Grand Hotel.